how you get it. So we're now, mga dudong inday, welcome to my YouTube channel. And for today's video, we're gonna talk about tuberculosis and my personal experience about this disease. So let's get to the video.
Yo, drop your glasses and shake your asses. I wanna get with you and I feel like real nasty. Yo, you make me feel like it was the days out. And oh, let me hold me, shoot it in like you're going. No, the one you really need the Sabona. I'm more than a summertime lover.
So, as what I've said in the intro, we're gonna talk about tuberculosis today. And while talking about it, including my personal experience about this disease, I'm gonna speak some of my mother tongue, which is Bisaya, so that I can actually express and explain it more and have my Bisaya friends understand this type of disease. So please bear with me. If I speak in Bisaya and if you're really curious what's the meaning of the Bisaya word that I'm trying to explain, just please feel free to comment down below and ask me anything, or message me in my Facebook page, and I'll be willing to answer any of your questions about this disease and about the Bisaya language. So I'm gonna do some parts, and I have some notes here with me about the TB disease, and that way I have a guide on how I can explain things with you about this disease. So what is tuberculosis or TB? TB, no? So tuberculosis is actually an infectious disease caused by a bacteria named Mycobacterium tuberculosis, or MTB. When you actually inhale or when you get tuberculosis in your system, it generally affects the lungs. However, this type of bacteria multiplies rapidly and can actually invade other organs of your body. So this is actually quite a really serious disease that you should not take for granted. So there are actually 3 types of tuberculosis. One is latent TB, second is active TB or pulmonary TB, third is extrapulmonary TB. So latent TB actually occurs when a person has the bacteria in their body, but the bacteria present are extremely small amount of numbers. So gamay, if naa kay latent TB, gamay ra ang bacteria nga naa sa inyong system. And when you have latent TB, it means that you don't have any symptoms at all, you're not ill, and you cannot infect other people if you have latent TB. Second is active TB or pulmonary TB. Pulmonary TB is actually the most common form of TB, which is the one that actually go directly to your lungs and spread the bacteria in your body. Active TB is from being a latent TB, and since your immune system cannot protect you, it becomes active TB, then you become sick and you become infectious to other people. Third is extrapulmonary TB, which is also known as disseminated or miliary TB, is all the different forms of TB that do not affect the lungs but affect the other parts of your body. So those are the 3 types of TB. So how TB spreads? So if you have active TB, that's the time that you become ill and you become infectious. So TB bacteria is a tiny water droplets that are actually spread through the air from one person to another. So take note that TB bacteria is an airborne bacteria that actually spreads only through the air, and you will get infected when you actually inhale it. So, ang TB bacteria, makuha ra jud nimo siya kung imo siyang maginhawa. And a person with active TB can actually spread the bacteria through coughing, speaking, singing, laughing, and other ways that when you actually do something that the bacteria goes out from your body. So please take note, guys, that TB bacteria is actually not spread by shaking someone's hand, sharing food or drink, touching bed linens or toilet seats, sharing toothbrushes, or even kissing. So it's not spread that way. The only thing that you can actually get TB is inhaling the bacteria from the air that has, or from a place that has the TB bacteria. Just actually like go round and round because the area doesn't have a proper ventilation. So it's not, you cannot also get TB through using utensils, a spoon or fork. You cannot get that. It's because TB bacteria dies when you actually clean it, and with a place that has a proper ventilation, when it goes out to the air and it hits the sunlight, TB bacteria also dies through the sunlight and through heat. So ayaw mong tuo-tuoan ang mga storya sa uban, ha? So proper hygiene, proper ventilation of the area is very important. So same as COVID-19, in order for you to not to have it, it's actually best that you wear mask. So nowadays we're actually like wearing masks, and we don't have any problem with that. So it's actually best that you are protected. And then washing of the hands is very important because your hands actually touch anywhere. That's why it's really important for you not to actually get any other disease, not just TB, not just COVID, but any other disease. So please guys, wash your hands from time to time because it's very important, especially now that it's COVID. So we now know how it's spread, how you get the TB disease in your system. So we're gonna talk now what happens when you inhale TB bacteria. Unsay mahitabo kung makakuha kang TB? Masakit jud ka, no? Purihan ako na anak ko diri sa hospital 4 weeks na ko diri. Anyway, so again, what happens when you inhale TB bacteria? When a person breathes in TB bacteria, the bacteria will actually settle in the lungs, and it will actually begin to grow. So when you inhale it, if you have a very strong immune system, which is actually one important thing for you to be healthy, is to have a really strong immune system and to always take care of your body. It's because when you inhale TB bacteria, if your immune system is very strong, it means it will actually protect your body. So what happens is your body will actually try to have the TB bacteria out of your system, and but when it goes to the lungs, what happens is it will actually grow, but there's a specific what do you call this? There's a specific term as per my research, granuloma. Granuloma actually protects your body, and it covers the TB bacteria, so it will prevent it from spreading. However, if you become your immune system becomes weak, that's actually the time that the TB bacteria breaks the granuloma, and it will actually spread rapidly. So that's what happens to me. So TB bacteria actually really hits me hard. It's because I actually lost a lot of weight. I'm a petite woman. I actually weigh 44 kilograms, but when I got TB bacteria, I lost 6 kilograms. So from 44, I went down to 38, which is actually very low and very malnourished for my age and for my height. So TB really affects me so bad, which is actually, aside from TB, I have other issues as well, like pleural effusion. I can actually talk pleural effusion also, or sa Bisaya pa, tubig sa baga. So magtabi po taan na about sa tubig sa baga, or we will talk about pleural effusion next time on my next video. And now what I'm actually experiencing is TB medication is actually very, very strong, and it affects my liver. So past few days I was very sick. That's why I was not able to make some videos for my vlog. So I've been really like vomiting, nauseous, and I could not even eat anything. So they have to put a dextrose for me, like it's even still stuck in my veins, because in case I will vomit, they will actually put fluid inside of me, and that way I will not have in that way I will not be dehydrated and then cause more complications. So that's my part of having this disease. So since we know that what happens when you inhale TB, so let's talk now about symptoms. So symptoms of TB is, first is the cough, a cough that actually lasts more than 3 weeks, loss of appetite, and unintentional weight loss, fever, chills, night sweats. So for me, I actually experienced cough for a very long time. Actually, it started March. But I did not have any TB in my previous x-rays, previous sputum test. It's actually just now, November, that it was confirmed that I have TB also. So there are other symptoms actually that you may experience that would actually relate to the function of a specific organ or system that is affected. Coughing of blood or mucus is a sign of TB of the lungs, which is very common if you have TB. But luckily in my part, I actually did not cough any blood at all. So I did not even vomit blood. So I'm lucky enough to have TB that is not severe. There's also like bone pain, may mean that the bacteria have invaded your bones. So some of these symptoms can actually appear or occur with other diseases. So it's really important that you actually see a healthcare provider, and if you think that you have TB, it's very important that you will undergo a test. If you have cough or if you have symptoms, when you go to a clinic, you will actually the doctor will actually rule out everything. So they will conduct x-ray, blood test, and sputum test. So in my experience, they were able to find out that I have TB bacteria through my sputum test. And there's actually like 3 types of TB test also. So one is a skin test, like they put something on your skin and they measure it after a few days and it will indicate if you have TB. Second is a sputum test, which is I think the test that would really identify if you have TB, because they will see the bacteria, count how many bacteria that you have in your system also. And then the blood test. So blood test will indicate bacteria in your blood also. So that's the test that you need to do in order for you to be sure if you have TB. And if you suspect that you have TB, I would really recommend to go immediately to a clinic or to a hospital for you to have a checkup and for you to undergo x-ray, blood test, and sputum test to be very sure if you have TB or not. You know, it's better to know, and as what they say, prevention is better than cure. I don't know if it relates to the things that I've said, but you know, health is very important. And you know, in my experience in this disease, I've really realized a lot of things. And who would not realize a lot of things here? You know, like you've been in a hospital for 4 weeks and you have nothing else to do. So to be very honest, there are times that I'm very down, but today I'm very happy and very positive, even though I have not taken some of the medicines because my liver got affected. I had complications. I'm not like other patients that their body can just like deal the medicines. And by the way, there are 4 medicines that you really need to take. In that way, it will kill the bacteria fast and you will be cured fast. And the thing about TB bacteria also is it spreads fast, however it dies slowly. So TB treatment would actually take 6 to 9 months. It depends on how your body actually improved and how the TB bacteria has been flushed out in your system. So fingers crossed, guys. Please pray for me, and I'm really hoping that I can get out here in the hospital and go back to my place and go back to work and have my life again and do more vlogs, do more TikTok, and you know, just be happy and value more of your life. And the thing is I know I have not taken care of myself. I was more focused on my work, that I want work to be done, that I actually miss a lot of meals. So guys, ayaw intang mo papas mo, kaon jud kung ting kaon. In English, don't skip your meals, don't miss your meals. Please take care of yourselves, and please make sure that if it's time to eat, it's time to eat. And work will never be finished, so please don't stress yourself out. And health is very important, because you actually still want to stay in this world even though within this pandemic, because you want to be with your loved ones, you want to be with your family, and just enjoy life to the fullest. So that's all, guys, about tuberculosis and about my experience about this disease. I will talk more about it. I will do more vlogs, especially if I stay here in the hospital. So I'm very actually lucky that all the staff here, all the nurses, all the doctors are really like taking care of me, and they're very good, and they're really like doing everything for you to be cured fast, and for you to be back home also. Unfortunately, my body is not reacting well. It has side effects, so yeah, what to do, Yani? So I think that's all, guys, and really appreciate watching my videos up until this time, and I hope to see you more on my next video. And amping kanunay mga dudong ug inday. Bye. Take care, everyone. Please be safe. Mwah.
You really need the Cebuana. I'm more than a summertime love.